Hey guys, so I wanted to make just a really short video, famous last words, about a topic that I'm sure I've discussed here a lot of times, but maybe not in these specific terms, but I wanted to just bring this up because I think this is an important thing to think about in relation to whatever it is you're trying to create in your life with the aid of manifestation concepts. This is something I think a lot of people don't really think about or consider, or perhaps aren't even aware of having a discrepancy with. What I am talking about is the use of words and thoughts in order to try to create something. Words and thoughts are, generally speaking, in the form of language, and language is completely irrelevant when it comes to manifesting. The only thing that is relevant is what feeling or emotion or vibe or whatever is brought forth for you personally by that language. So that alone, I guess, itself is an issue, because what a mantra might generate in me in terms of a feeling, language is so limiting that it's hard to even express what I'm saying right now. Whatever that energetic thing is in me that a certain set of words will bring up could be completely different for someone else, just thanks to the associations that they have with that particular language. And on top of that, for many, many people, for a variety of reasons, I want to say people who are less self-aware or whatever, or less aware in less honest with themselves. Maybe I don't like the way that stuff sounds, so I don't mean this in a negative way, because it's very easy to just be sort of disconnected from certain things without being a person who is self-aware and considered or whatever. It's hard to say it without somebody taking it personally. You can be very unaware of disconnects that you have in certain areas of your life with your relation to certain parts of your life. And in those situations, you can be saying one thing while feeling another. You could be repeating an affirmation that is generating in you the exact opposite energetic feeling that will end up changing something in the outer, or changing something for you inside that will then allow you to experience what's already there in a different way. So I don't see this discussed very often, but this is something that is, just definitely the case. And I'm guessing more so than I even realize for a lot of people. This is something to really look at, I think. What are you telling yourself, and how is that making you feel? For example, yesterday I was thinking about, for myself, how different ideas bring up different feelings in me. Some things feel very clear, while other things feel very, there's just a lot of resistance, or just a negative feeling about it when I say it to myself. For example, if I say to myself, this thing that I want will definitely happen. That is a pretty good feeling to me. If I say this thing will definitely happen within 1 year, instantly, completely different feeling. There's a feeling of sort of disgust that comes up. There's a feeling of anxiety, just anything that has to do with a time frame being placed on something that I want instantly changes the whole vibe of the thing. That could just be personal to me, probably is just personal to me. I have this sort of freedom theme going on in my life and myself, where the idea of any kind of time constraint bothers me. Somebody else might be totally energized by that idea. They might, I don't know, the idea of something happening within this short time frame might generate just the right feeling of excitement or motivation that causes the ball to start rolling. For other people, that, you know, putting a time frame on something might cause excitement to the level of anxiety that ends up shutting the whole thing down. So, you know, that's just sort of one example of how, you know, something could be wildly different person to person to person. You know, and then I have like, there's other things like with that particular time frame thing with me that, like, you know, where I'm just like, why would I need to you know, there's all these ideas like I don't need to force it. Things don't need to be, you know, happening that quickly. Matt is saving the day right now because he is calling me. It's like 6:30 in the morning. He's calling me for some reason, and I'm going to have to call him back almost immediately. So I'm going to take that as a sign that enough has been said here. Think about what your gut feeling reaction is to the things that you're saying to yourself that you think are, you know, that you're saying for the purpose of causing a change or creating something. Because you might find that it's just not the right thing for you to be saying. It's just not the right way for you to be feeling. And you can instantly, all you got to do is just play around with the words, play around with the phrasing, play around with the idea until you hit just the right idea. You know, for you, it might not be this thing's going to happen in a year. It might be this thing's going to happen when the time is just right. And I don't care when that is. Or, you know, this of course isn't limited to time frames. Just anything that's being added on to your particular manifestation, since everybody loves that word. The language that's being used is purely, the only importance it has is what feeling does it generate for you. So more and more, you know, the more I talk about this, the more I realize it's so individual, and trying to do what someone else does. You have to have the courage, and you have to be brave enough to explore how these things work for you. You're important enough, you know, to do that. You matter enough to do that. You don't just have to do what somebody else does. You're your own person, your own being. You're having your own very important experience, and, you know, you owe it to yourself to do this. So anyway, short video thanks to Matt. Have a great day.